Hello, this is Mahadi Al-Muqtadir from CSB News USA. Welcome to Dhaka University. From the language movement to the liberation war, Ducsu has been the voice for change. In the heart of Dhaka stands a university made not just of bricks and stones, but of struggle, sacrifice, and voices of the youth. The fire of eternal flame, the courage of students who dare to dream, it all lives here. From the very beginning till today, this ground has been the witness of young leaders, and Ducsu became the stage where those voices shattered dictators, where leadership was born, and where ideas stood up to tyranny. Students became leaders, slogans became scriptures, and courage shaped destiny. Dhaka University is more than a place of learning. It's the soil where Bangladesh wrote itself into existence. The heart of the nation, still beating, still dreaming. After the July uprising, excitement surrounding Ducsu election have reached peak this year. How fair this year's Ducsu will be? What about the coexistence that was created in the July uprising? What are the general students thinking? What are their needs? Let's figure out. In response to the High Court's petition seeking the suspension of Ducsu election this year, students and different organizational leaders gathered and started protesting over that matter, articulating their collective demand for the representation with the refrain, "Ducsu is my right," across Dhaka University. Our initial focus was on international resident students who are not voters. In order to understand their views and needs, we visited the International Hall and formally sought permission from the Provost, Professor Dr. Muhammad Abul Kausar. He responded with courtesy and promptly granted approval. Following a brief period of waiting to secure the students' consent, we finally started taking interviews.
Yeah, I think it will bring positive impact because if there's someone to lead, like after through election, we like people can elect the ones capable to lead them. So after that, it will be good, I guess. Both academically and everything in every field. Like good to be in Bangladesh. I call it my second home. I feel very happy here.
I would like to focus that study pedagogy method should be in English. It is currently mostly practiced in Bangla, so in that aspect it can be improved.
Bangladesh is a so magical country, and in the Chinese, many news tell me the 孟加拉这个国家是一个非常魔幻的一个国家。我们这个国家其实有很多很伟大的一些学生，especially the Dhaka University. The student of the Dhaka University is so great.
I think we don't need to ask why Ducsu is important because it's already established. We are practicing for a long time, but for different reasons, maybe we have to stop these activities. But Ducsu is basically the voice of the students. In the education institution, we have a stakeholder like teacher, students, and the staffs. So Ducsu basically represents the voice of the students. So everywhere like in decision making. Sometimes in everywhere, if they have the part of the decision making, so maybe they can raise their voices. So I think in that sense, Ducsu is very important for a university or institution like Bangladesh.
Really love Ducsu to be free and fair, and every candidate should get their fair amount of chances. And previously, I've heard many allegations about Ducsu elections, but hopefully this time it won't happen.
After 5th August, the political unity among the national political organization and even among the student political organization has been quite in a turmoil. But what I expect that every political organization, they will respect that this is going to be a new Bangladesh and this is going to be a new election after the uprisal. And if the authority becomes strict and the authority sticks to the rules and regulations of this election, no political organization will be able to create any havoc about this election. So it's about the authority. If they're strict and if they're firm enough to control the whole situation, then the election will be free and fair.
We are also very serious about the fact that we do not want any sort of violence to enter the political scenario, and therefore our protests, our actions will always be non-violent, and we do not promote any sort of violence.
It's a concern of every student, but some portion of the students don't think it's the necessary thing. I think it's their policy or something else, but as a normal student of Dhaka University, I think it's my duty to express my thoughts.
Well, I believe Ducsu actually represents the students of the university. So if the election is fair, if the election actually can accommodate all kinds of people, all kinds of students, then this Ducsu panel can actually bring a good news for the liberal students of the university. I believe since Ducsu is happening after 5 years almost, so the students who are non-political, yet they want to have a good future in the campus, good environment in the campus. So for them, Ducsu is very needed. And from that perspective, we support a fair Ducsu election. So at the same time, we have to keep this in our mind that the students from fascist backup, they are still active in the campus, but we have to prohibit their politics in campus in any way.
No, I think no, and the coexistence should exist. It was necessary to overthrow the previous government, and from my opinion, Ducsu should not hamper the coexistence.
Actually, Ducsu's application is quite limited, and as a non-resident student, I think that in my point of view, it won't be much helpful, but it will be helpful for the residents one. But however, I welcome any kind of democratic reforms. I think the Ducsu can improve the environment of this campus, but without this, I don't think there is any much kind of application there.
Yeah, I really think that I really actually hope that the Human Rights Secretary, the person who will have the Human Rights Secretary post, will play an important role to protect the hijabi girls in our classes, in our universities, because Ducsu itself is for the students and by the students.
So, okay, if you look at the constitution of Ducsu, you can see that there's actually no post or position for specifically for the indigenous students or for the people who belong to indigenous communities.
Mass uprising ousted Chhatru League from here. The beginning of the fall of Hasina regime kicked off. And you know, there is a prominent quote perfectly said by Jawaharlal Nehru, a country is good if its universities are good. With the spirit of this line, I would like to say that Dhaka University should set an example such democratic values or practice the entire country should follow.
In Dhaka University, there are 54% non-residential students, and we have 17 routes in bus. All bus routes are scattered in decision. Also, I think Ducsu return, we can do a centralized decision effective in organized way.
I think the first and foremost problem is facing the Dhaka University Sports Authority is the quota system, and I think Ducsu should focus on it first, and there will be a positive outcome.
That remove the students from Gonorum guest room culture. Ducsu is the reason that eradicate Gonorum guest room culture come back in the University of Dhaka.
Yes, you know, Ducsu is not only a platform of student voice, but also it is a historic platform for practicing democracy.
By using the Ducsu as a platform, and that's a huge opportunity for the students and artists to raise their voice by their art.
So we've talked to students from different perspectives, a leading education expert, and foreign students. They shared different experiences, but not a single voice denied the importance of the Ducsu election. So, the answer, my friend?
The answer is no.